The Church of Nothing, a sermon for no one, a prayer to the absence. The chapel was once full, not with joy, not with hope, but with those who had lost both. They came in silence, drawn by the absence. Now the pews are empty. The candles have long since burned out. Dust hangs in the air like incense, and still he speaks. His voice echoes through the hollow space, low and deliberate, a sermon not for salvation, but for surrender. There was a time I believed, he begins, eyes fixed on the altar, a slab of stone, unmarked and unblessed. In light, in love, in gods who listened, but the silence grew louder, and in that silence I found him, the God of nothing. He walks slowly down the aisle, robes trailing like shadow. He has no name, no face, no commandments, only absence. And I became his prophet. He pauses at the pulpit, fingers brushing the cracked wood. I prayed for years, on knees worn raw, in churches that smelled of dust and dying hope, but no voice answered, no miracle came. So I stopped praying to something and started praying to nothing. His voice grows stronger, not with passion, but with conviction. It was liberating. No guilt, no sin, no salvation, just the purity of emptiness. He turns to the empty pews, addressing ghosts. I wrote no scripture, I burned the old ones. Our rituals were simple: silence, solitude, surrender. We gathered in abandoned places. We bowed our heads to the void. We whispered prayers that meant nothing, and still they came. The broken, the lost, the ones who'd stopped believing but couldn't stop needing. He steps down, walking among the dust. The more we worshipped, the more the world changed. Shadows grew longer, time unravelled, people forgot their names. One day I looked in the mirror and saw nothing, not emptiness, not darkness, just absence. It was beautiful. He returns to the altar, kneeling. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. You gave us nothing, and in return we gave you everything. Now the world is quiet, the prayers have stopped, and I am finally alone. Praise be to the void. He bows his head. Silence answers, and in that silence the sermon ends.